First of all, if you clicked on this video, you're going straight to hell. And if you end up going to prison for this, don't tell people you watch my channel. Tell them you watch Mark Rosenfeld. Tell them you watch Matthew Hussey. Just keep me out of the conspiracy, okay? Other than that, the way to get revenge on somebody that played you, first things first, understand that nothing makes a man more mad than when he sees an ex that looks better than she looked before. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Like, when I see an ex look way better than she looked when she was me, and than she was with me, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, God damn, she got hot. And I don't know why, as a guy, that does work. But when a woman looks better, gets in better shape than she was with me, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel a little butthurt. And it's not like I'm like consciously thinking of it. Those are just emotions that come up, and I can't help it. Right? Call me toxic, I don't care, but that's just human nature, right? We want to be able to finish a relationship and say, okay, I got her at her best. And unfortunately with men, when they feel like they didn't have you when you looked your best, they kind of get a little butthurt about that. Now look, again, this is one of those videos, people, that people could watch this video and say that I'm teaching people how to be evil. I'm not, right? It seems like a lot of people comment before watching my videos. That's why that's one of my number one pet peeves, is that people watch my video, people comment before watching my video, and then the complaint in the comment section, I actually answered that complaint in the video, right? So all the people already typing, coming up with your stories, asking ChatGPT to type up a good response for this video, you know, turn off the AI and watch the video. I covered a lot of things in this video. And don't forget, we're having 50% off all of our courses using the coupon code BLACK or coupon code FRIDAY, and 20% off my coaching calls using the coupon code Black or Friday on my website. All right, this offer ends at the end of the year. We're gonna have this all throughout the whole December. Okay, so yeah, that's one thing, getting in better shape, and it's one of those things that's undeniable. Why? Because when you get in better shape, this is what tends to happen. The guys come back. Right, like boomerangs, they come back to you. It's like a law of physics. And unfortunately, guys that play you come back a lot. They come back for more. They come back for self-esteem, right? And it's kind of sad that people require hurting people to feel better about themselves. That says low self-esteem. When you need somebody, when you leash off of people for happiness, when your happiness comes at the cost of somebody else's unhappiness, that means you have low self-esteem. So a lot of those people who played you will come back to you to play you more, will tell you they know exactly what you want to hear. And unfortunately for you, the key, I'm stuck on smoking this. Unfortunately for you, the key to getting that revenge is saying no. It's just that simple. It's saying no. Saying no, Tyrone, turn around, you have a wife and kids. And the reason why I say that is because the revenge that women get on guys is always silent. You're never gonna see the tears from the guy. You're never gonna see him cry to you. But what you have to understand is that guys' ego are more brittle than they appear. When a woman says no to us, it hurts. Let's just be honest, it hurts. Just saying no to a guy that you want to work with and giving him the cold shoulder, that's revenge in and of itself. It may not be the tears that you want to salt your food, no, but it's enough revenge. It's the type of revenge that's natural and that it's accessible to us all without incurring bad karma per se, right? So that's one thing. Getting in better shape, I don't know how much I should emphasize that, okay? So that means if you were 200 pounds, be not 290. If you were 200 pounds, be 190. You know what I'm saying? Like, those things matter. And in fact, I hate to talk about weight loss because I know it's a sensitive subject, but weight loss has a greater effect on a woman's attractiveness than a man. Losing 10 pounds for a woman is a lot more beneficial in terms of sexual market value than me losing 10 pounds, right? But a man losing half of his income has a greater effect on his sexual market value than a woman losing half of her income. In fact, a woman losing half of her income might increase her sexual market value. Anyways, so that's one thing, right? Getting in better shape. Now, outside of that, I always say that this is all you need. Okay, now I want to emphasize what I'm about to tell you guys. What I just told you is all you need. So for all the people who are gonna comment and say, "Oh my God, this guy's teaching people how to be evil," go check the post that I did. This is the video that people wanted. Okay, so for all the people who watch my videos without commenting, I hope you're watching this. All right. Now that that's out the way, how do you get revenge without incurring too much karma? Well, first of all, if you're really trying to get revenge, you're in a deep hole right now. Okay, but how do you get revenge without going to prison? How without going to jail? Right? How do you get revenge without making a man angry? Because unfortunately, ladies, you gotta know your clientele. Some guys are psycho. Some guys will hurt you if you hurt them, right? So then remember who you're dealing with, okay? So you know, if you're dating fucking Juan the cartel member, then this is not the fucking video you want to make, okay? But if you're dating Bob the programmer or Bob the fucking non-profit worker, then yeah, sure, but I don't recommend you do this. But this is how you do it. Always date the opposite of who they are. If he's white, date Tyrone. If it's Tyrone, date Bob the Builder, right? Well, giving people the opposite, dating the opposite man will always hurt a man's ego, right? It's like a woman with big boobs and a small butt, and I start dating a girl with a big ass, right? But let's just say I'm dating a girl with a big ass, then I'll start dating a girl with bigger titties, right? Those things matter. And why? Because people are always comparing themselves. And the reason why I say this one is because it's soft, it's not obvious, you're not scratching his tires, you're not gonna go to prison, but also it's something you got to understand that that revenge you're gonna get, it's always gonna be at a distance. The guy's is gonna be observing at a distance, and you know how. And guys, the way guys suffer in silence. Guys cry about things and they don't tell no one, right? So that's one thing, is that you're dating someone that looks the complete opposite, or that looks exactly like you, right? So you go in both sides, where you go the complete opposite of how he looks, or just date someone that looks exactly like him. Like you like, bitch, you replaced me? You know, all of those things hurt. And if you could, date a person who makes more money. Date a person who's more successful, right? I mean, it sounds like I'm just saying successful men grow on trees, but usually a man's status, a man's position in life is linked to his self-esteem a lot more than a woman. Like a guy wouldn't give a fuck if you end up dating, like if I'm a guy, right? Like you would not care if I end up dating a woman who's more successful than you, right? But you would care if I date a woman who's younger than you, right? So with women, it's different, right? Remember, your value unfortunately is based on how you look, at least in the beginning. But as you get older, people will start valuing your maturity, right? But men and women value different things. So as a guy, when I see you with a man who's more successful than me, then I'm not gonna be happy. I'm gonna be kind of pissed off, to be honest with you, right? Right. Now, are there other forms of revenge out there? Of course there is, right? The other forms of revenge are not legal. The other forms of revenge could potentially put me and give me a case of conspiracy, right? And Father Alex is not doing any time for people who want revenge, okay? But this is how you do it without going to prison. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I just don't think of anything else. Because I think that the best form of revenge is just saying, no, dude, I don't want you no more. You just let them know that. I just don't want you. In fact, I don't like you no more. In fact, I don't like your personality. The way you treated me, I don't like it, so why would I want to be with you? The best revenge is having self-respect. The best revenge is having high self-esteem. That will insulate you from accepting BS from people. And the way you develop that high self-esteem is by saying no, having boundaries, and developing a meditation practice. Because by you developing a meditation practice, you learn how to self-generate positive emotions through meditation. Right? You're gonna realize that you could actually feel good by just breathing, by just being yourself. And then you'll notice that you have a choice. Should I feel good by chasing them? Or should I feel good by just breathing? And high self-esteem is all about generating emotions that are positive from within yourself. You have a factory of happiness within yourself. Low self-esteem is about not being able to self-generate emotions and rely on other people to validate how you feel about yourself, right? But when you learn that you can actually feel good by just breathing through a meditation practice, that automatic clinging on to other people for happiness will slowly diminish away, right? And it'll be replaced by feeling of high self-esteem and good and positive self-thinking, if that makes any sense. Okay. Anyway, so this is how you get revenge, people. Just don't go to prison. Make sure you don't mess with the wrong guy. If he's a narcissist, psychopath, psychopathy, has any mental health issues, I would recommend not even to try and get revenge. Some guys, you shouldn't even show, like some guys, if they see your ex, the new guy you're with, like some guys are crazy enough to attack him or even attack you. Remember, ladies, the people who hurt you the most are the people closest to you. Women get murdered most by their partners, but the people that they date, that's who kills women the most. So with this, you got to be very careful and don't get killed and tell people you watch my channel, all right? Because then Father Alex is going to look bad, all right? It's not going to be Father Alex. It's going to be Godfather Alex, Jesus Christ. And like I said, happiness is the best revenge. Why? Because it's the type of revenge that doesn't hurt you, but the type of revenge that hurts the person who's a hater in silence. And unfortunately, like I said, you're not going to get those tears. Just be happy. Move on. There's a lot of happy people who've gotten revenge and they don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If anybody wants to work with me one-on-one, go to mindfulattraction.org by clicking on the description down below. And don't forget, if you guys want to get the 50% off my courses, use the coupon code BLACK or the coupon code Friday by clicking on the description down below, and you can get my new courses, Charisma Blueprint and Emotional Mastery. Okay, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.